The problem is that most women are living far below what they can truly be because they believe in a limited version of themselves. And today, I'm going to tell you something that might sound controversial. You weren't born to be mediocre. If you're watching this video, it's because deep down you already know this, but something has been preventing you from embracing your true, elegant nature. Therefore, first of all, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, and leave a like if you truly want to transform your elegance into something profitable and have more success in life. I'm Carol, I'm 39 years old, and sometimes I wonder how so many incredible women end up sabotaging themselves just when they're about to shine. You know what happens? They embrace perfectionism instead of progress, as many successful women have recently discovered. It's as if they're afraid to occupy the space they deserve, but that's over. Have you ever noticed how truly elegant women behave? They don't apologize for existing. They don't diminish themselves when they receive a compliment. And most importantly, listen carefully, they don't believe in the story that they need to choose between being elegant or being powerful. An elegant woman never goes unnoticed and knows how to receive compliments and admiring looks, as I discovered by studying the behavior of the most influential women of today. Now, tell me something. When was the last time you entered an environment and felt you belonged there? I'm not talking about pretending to belong, but knowing, deep in your soul, that you have something special that no one else has. Because that's exactly what separates a common woman from an elegant woman, the awareness of her own worth. Neuroscience shows us something fascinating about this. Our brain creates synapses that connect beliefs, emotions, and behaviors. If you believe you're someone who always stays in the background, your brain will find ways to prove this to you. But what if I told you that this same mechanism can work in your favor? Think of a woman like Emma Stone. She wasn't born being the most confident person in the world, but she decided to become someone who deserved to be where she was. The real shift happens when you stop worrying so much about others' opinions and start trusting yourself, as she herself revealed in recent interviews about her personal transformation. But here's a truth that hurts. While you're there questioning whether you deserve that promotion, that opportunity, that better life, other women are simply taking what's theirs. And it's not because they're more special than you, it's because they understood a secret that I'm going to reveal to you now. What makes me indignant is seeing intelligent, talented women settling for crumbs when they could have the whole banquet. It's like watching someone keep their best jewelry in a drawer for fear of drawing too much attention. Darling, you weren't born to be discreet about your own magnificence. And here's what no one tells you about elegance. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. Because when you present yourself to the world elegantly, you're saying, I respect myself, and therefore you will respect me too. Your transformation to a stronger identity is solidified when you start trusting yourself and prioritizing your own needs. You know what's the difference between a woman who transforms her elegance into success and one who just dreams about it? The first knows who she is and doesn't need to feel uncomfortable when praised too much. She thanks and knows how to value herself, while the second runs from the spotlight as if it were something shameful. Let me tell you about something I observed traveling the world. And speaking of which, if you want to be an elegant and sophisticated traveler, knowing the global etiquette rules that make all the difference when you're representing yourself around the world, the link to my ebook, Be Elegant While Traveling, Global Etiquette for the Sophisticated Traveler, is in the first pinned comment. The most elegant women I know have one thing in common. They stopped waiting for permission to be extraordinary. Identity is a dynamic process, constantly transforming, built through the experiences and interactions we have with the world. This means you can decide, right now, who you want to be. But here's the problem. Most women are trapped in a cycle of self-sabotage because they never learn the difference between being elegant and being pretentious. Real elegance comes from within, from the certainty that you deserve to be where you are. Elegance reveals itself in times of tension, crisis, serious problems, when your true class appears without mask or pretense. Have you ever noticed how certain women can command a room without shouting? How they speak and everyone stops to listen? It's not magic, it's strategy. It's essential that the elegant woman recognizes her own strength, modernity, and independence. Self-love is literally everything. And here's something that deeply irritates me. This habit of women apologizing for everything. Sorry to bother. Sorry for the silly question. Sorry to take up your time. People, for heaven's sake, you're apologizing for existing. The elegant woman transmits her elegance in everything she does, in speech, tone of voice, smile, walking, posture. Now I'm going to ask you a direct question. Are you afraid of being too much? Because I have news for you. The world needs you to be too much. It needs your energy, your creativity, your unique way of solving problems. When you diminish yourself, you're stealing this from the world. What worries me is seeing so many women waiting to feel ready to start acting like the person they want to be. Darling, you're already ready. Personal identity is an emergent property of thought and action habits. Every time you choose to act like an elegant woman, you become more elegant. It's that simple. But I'll be honest with you, this transformation requires courage. Courage to stop hiding behind excuses about not being born with a silver spoon. Courage to realize that elegance can't be bought, it's cultivated. Being elegant doesn't mean following all trends or wearing only expensive clothes. It's about being aware of your own style and the message you transmit. I grew up hearing that women should be humble and discreet. And look, I agree that we should be humble in the sense of recognizing our mistakes and always learning. But discreet about our talents? About our capacity? That's wasted potential. Is the elegant woman empowered every day? No, but she knows how to recognize her own fragility and finds comfort in it. The inconvenient truth is that many of us were conditioned to be too nice, not to bother, not to take up space. But real elegance requires you to occupy your space with grace and determination. It's important not to speak ill of others, as this reflects more on you than on the person themselves. An elegant woman elevates the conversation level, doesn't lower it. You know what I discovered studying female behavior? Behavioral neuroscience investigates how neurotransmitters connect with psychological phenomena. This means that when you change your thoughts about yourself, your brain literally reorganizes to support this new version of you. And here's a fact that will surprise you. Women who seem naturally elegant weren't born that way. They made a conscious decision to become that way. Women in 2025 are redefining what self-improvement means, focusing not just on fitness, but on creating a balanced lifestyle that includes mental, emotional, and physical well-being. So tell me, which version of you is commanding your life now? The one who believes she's not all that, or the one who knows she deserves the best? Because this choice isn't just about beautiful clothes or refined manners. It's about how you relate to the world and how the world relates to you. The funny thing is that when you finally embrace your natural elegance, people around you start treating you differently. Not because you changed your appearance, although that helps, but because you changed your energy. The elegant woman transmits her elegance in everything she does. In speech, tone of voice, smile, walking, posture. I see women spending fortunes on courses and coaches, looking for the secret of personal transformation, when the answer is right in front of them. You need to stop treating yourself like someone who one day will be elegant and start treating yourself like someone who already is. Elegance is in the way you behave, express yourself, in how you treat people in daily life. And here's something that fascinates me. Recent research shows that when a woman develops genuine self-confidence, she automatically inspires other women around her to do the same. It's like a domino effect of elegance and empowerment. But here's what no one tells you. This journey isn't always glamorous. There are days when you'll question whether it's worth trying so hard to be the best version of yourself. There are days when it will be easier to return to the comfort zone of mediocrity. And it's exactly on those days that your true elegance will be tested. Because elegance isn't about being perfect, it's about being authentic with class. It's about having high standards for yourself, not because you think you're better than others, but because you understand your own worth. When a woman likes a piece of clothing, she wears it until it's worn out, but whoever wants to transmit a strong personal image should avoid these slips. Now, let me tell you a story that completely changed my perspective. I met an executive who told me something I never forgot. Carol, elegance isn't about impressing others. It's about not disappointing yourself. And when she said that, I understood that I had spent years trying to be elegant for others, when I should have been being elegant for myself. What deeply irritates me is this culture of be humble, which actually means diminish yourself. Real humility is recognizing your gifts and using them to create something beautiful in the world. It's not pretending you're less capable than you really are. An elegant woman respects others and herself. Empathy is part of respect, but that doesn't mean self-annihilation. And you know what the irony is? Often, the women who most need to hear this are exactly those who think, this isn't for them. They're the ones who say, oh, but I don't have the profile of an elegant woman. Darling, elegance isn't a profile. It's a choice. Elegance is a charming combination of style, posture, and attitude that allows us to be perceived as beautiful, graceful, and sophisticated. I'll give you a practical example. This morning, when I was at the cafe, I observed two women in line. One was impeccably dressed, designer bag, expensive shoes, but complaining loudly about everything: the service, the price, the waiting time. The other was in simple clothes, but treated everyone with kindness, had straight posture, smiled genuinely. Guess which one radiated elegance? A truly elegant woman is elegant even in black pajamas with yellow polka dots, because elegance isn't about displaying your bank account, but it's a matter of the soul's caliber. And this soul caliber, my dear, you already have. You just need to polish it. So here's my invitation to you. Start today acting like the elegant woman you already are deep down. Don't wait to feel worthy of it. Dignity comes from practice, from conscious repetition of elegant acts until they become your second nature. Transformation isn't about perfection, it's about progress. With the right tools, mindset, and habits, you can create a life of purpose and fulfillment. And what more beautiful purpose exists than being the most elegant and authentic version of yourself? And if you've made it this far, it's because something inside you recognizes this truth. You weren't born to be just another one. You were born to be more. The only question that remains is, will you finally allow this, or will you continue hiding behind excuses? Because the world needs your most elegant version. It needs what only you have to offer when you're operating at your highest level. And most importantly, you deserve to experience what it's like to live this way. When women embrace a growth mindset and stop limiting themselves, they naturally become more confident and influential. So tell me in the comments, which part of this video touched you the most? What are you going to do differently from today? I read all the comments and love getting to know a little more about who's watching me. And if this video made sense to you, share it with your friends. Let's spread this message that women were made to shine, not to hide. Until the next video, and remember, you already have everything you need within you. You just need to have the courage to show it.